Good evening. It's 10th of December. And today I'm going to give a little card reading using the Osho Zen cards today. And it's just a reading for what we need to know for the week ahead. So I would like to see it. So we'll see what comes out. And no anticipation, just see what it is. Alright, so what do we all need to know? So pay attention, guys. It goes from me, as much as you guys out there. So we'll see what revealed. Okay, well, we've got two to start with. I'm going to go for 3 cards, unless I get another double, of course. So let's just tell you straight over. The source. Very, very simple. With so much going on at the moment, this just tells me, just remember who you are. Now, why would it say that? Because at times like this, we kind of get pulled here, there, and everywhere. And I certainly am this week. I've got quite a busy week, but you know, it's my choice, and I'm happy to do that. But sometimes you also kind of get the word what I call obligation, where people say you must do this, this, and this, and you're like, oh God, I can't do everything. So it is just trying to be true to yourself. It's kind of what I'm getting here. So do make time. Try and make some time to look after you, because when you're being pulled here, there, and everywhere, you can kind of like feel, how can I say, where there's things hanging on to you and you're just being a little bit stretched, and if you get stretched so far, eventually you're going to break. So really do make sure you do look after yourself and just do what. And sometimes it's not a bad thing to say no, because I'm just drawn to source. Really look after yourself and be in the moment, be in that present time, and make sure you look after yourself. And I'm not nagging you, but kind of what I get, and I get that as well. I've actually, you know, it's happened to me where they just basically say, you're doing too much, we're going to whack you with something. And it's what forces me to slow down, and it kind of go for you this as well. So like I say, a couple of days I've got coming up where I've got something else busy, but other than that I'm chilling right down until probably after Christmas. And then I suggest you can, if you can do the same thing, please do so. Obviously I know sometimes it's impossible, but just look after yourself as much as you can. The other card we got the Creator. How cool is this? Now this is quite novel actually, because I literally just wrote a little story. With so much going on, do try to make some creative expression, whatever floats your boat. For me it's writing, for some it may be artwork, it could be needlework, whatever that is. Do try and do the things that give you your creative purpose, some kind of outlet, because it doesn't matter how good it is or how bad it is. It's like, you know, it's stirring your creative side here. Your kind of mental side, should we say. Let's get that working, get it moving. You know, otherwise it kind of gets stagnant and it all kind of stops, and then we feel like we need that creative spark. So do the things you love doing, whatever hobby, whatever really does float your boat. Like I say, you could be someone who just finds a creative outlook down the gym or through karate. I used to do karate myself. I still love it, you know, it's good. And some of the top guys, they really get pleasure out of teaching people, for example, or doing like a kata really well, or you know, if they're like in a competition, doing that, or even it's just the basics. I mean, I'm using that as a little bit of analogy here, but whatever is your creative spark, gives you pleasure, try and make some time to do it. Okay, I'm just going to choose one more. Let's go for another one. Please don't give me 2 or 3. Okay, yeah, for this one, this is the one. 3, and I'm drawn to the top one, which is really does tie in with what I was talking about, guys. Exhaustion. I mean, as I said to you with this card here, the card to yourself, there are some who will do too much. This is kind of telling you, you can't be all things for all people, and this is to me the no card. Say no, or Spirit will force you to say no. It's that simple. So really it is. And because obviously Christmas is coming up, where we are kind of being told, some people want to go to this party, that party, that we expect you to be here, we expect you to be there. In the midst of everything else, you're trying to maybe sort of organise your own Christmas card, or something, Christmas gifts, shall we say, Christmas obligations. Don't be afraid to say no. Seriously, say no, or you could end up with that poor little soul there who's just absolutely exhausted. And then it will be detrimental to your health. You really don't want to go down that path. So yeah, as I say, this to me is the no card, and it just ties in with source and creative expression. So that very much is the ethos of what we have this week. So do pay attention. Please like and subscribe, or if you're on this Facebook, if you're seeing this on Facebook, like and share. Get this message out there. And I do actual one-to-one readings to this one on Friday using the very same cards, and it's just something I love doing. And I'm also promoting, like, next year I'll be promoting shamanic journeying. What's shamanic journeying? Well, because there's quite a few people doing this in their own little way, my way is to kind of use the drum. A little bit of native language comes through me from up above. It certainly feels like that. Some kind of language comes out, and I take a little meditation, and you kind of give yourself a reading, which is what I love. So it's not me giving the reading. I mean, I'll get you in that space, but you're giving your own reading, and you know it's authentic. It comes from you. And I've had some good feedback so far, so I'm going to keep pushing that. Maybe get a couple more people for feedback there, and then I'll really be banging the drum on that one. So it's kind of like moves on from AHT, and there'll be other exciting projects in the new year too. So on that note, I shall end, and I shall now upload. Thank you very much, and wish you a lovely, lovely week. Goodbye.